4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
Hey guys, welcome to Level Up with Lydia. I am your host, Lydia Navo, and today I'm excited because we have someone here who is near and dear to my heart. She started a nonprofit that my husband actually met her first, told me about, and I was just like, I need to meet her. And so I'm so excited to have Jamilah Robinson with Missing Pieces Support Group. So welcome, Jamila.
Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me.
Of
This
course.
is great. I always enjoy talking to you.
Yes, the tables have been turned, though. I've been on an episode of one of your podcasts. You have multiple podcasts, which we'll also have to talk about.
A couple.
Right?
I'm kind of obsessed with podcasts
Right?
these days.
I love them. They're so good. Me too. But let's just start with talking about what is Missing Pieces Support Group and how did it get started?
Okay, that's a lovely start. So, Missing Pieces Support Group is a nonprofit that helps women and families who've encountered pregnancy loss. We do that in a couple of ways. First, our care package program, which helps women feel seen at a time where they feel misunderstood.
Yeah.
Right? So, we build that care package with some self-care items plus some grief support stuff, plus a message that says, hey, as moms of loss, we understand you and we see you and we're sorry for your loss.
Mm-hmm.
Here, when you're ready, here's some resources that you can come check out on our website.
Yeah.
And on our website, we list everything from books to podcasts to local therapists, holistic healthcare options for Dallas and Houston.
Okay.
And Houston is our second chapter that we launched last year. So we're super excited about that.
Yeah.
We also list other support groups, including ours that was curated about 3 years ago based on my and my co-founder's experience combined with a trauma therapist who
Mhm.
helped us outline the details.
Yeah.
And that program is just taking offshoots based on level of need. So it's no longer just a 7-week cohort, but we also have a pregnancy after loss peer group for those who are pregnant again. Because as you and I both
Ooh, yeah.
know, that is a scary time.
That
You do
is.
not need that extra anxiety, but it's comforting to talk to people who get it.
Yeah.
And then we also have a peer mentorship group for those who aren't comfortable in sitting and sharing in a group space. And then from the pregnancy after loss peer group, we've seen so many rainbow babies,
Mhm.
and these moms still want to stay connected to us, right? So we are curating a parenting after loss
Nice.
peer space for those women.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's us in a nutshell.
Yeah.
We're here to see the women that encounter this because, although you feel isolated, this is something that is common. And
1
it's
in 4,
happened.
right?
1 in 4 experience a miscarriage, 1 in 160 experience a stillbirth. And those are, reported encounters. So it could be
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
It's common, and there's people grieving, and we don't want them to grieve alone.
Yeah, it's common and it's not talked about as much as it should be. And
Right.
even I think what's most important about what you guys do is you guys provide all these resources for people because even having been through one myself, I still don't know what to say to somebody or how to support somebody
Right.
because every experience is different and everybody grieves it in a different way and processes it in a different way. So
Mhm.
having the ability to, hey, I know somebody who's been through a miscarriage. I don't personally know what to say or do, but you
Mhm.
can go to the website and you can send that care package and let them come on their own time to
Exactly. It's
get
the
the help they need.
perfect introduction to additional resources, and you don't have to find the words because, trust me, whatever word you choose,
Probably not right.
they're not going to be right for this
Yeah.
type of situation.
Yeah.
A lot of this trust and support and safe space comes from sitting with somebody and allowing them to open up and talk when they are ready. So
Yeah.
words just aren't the best fit for moving forward with the situation, especially if you're not the person that's experiencing it.
Yeah.
So
And-
yeah, that's how we always encourage people to use our care package as a resource.
Yeah, and it's free to send, right?
That's right.
So if you know somebody, you go online and you just put the name and address and that's it, right? You don't have to pay for it. Obviously they cost money. So
They do.
yes.
They do. That's one of the reasons we have to fundraise because we're not putting cheap things in there. We're
No,
putting the
it's-
premium chocolates, the premium teas, because the woman that's going to receive this deserves that.
Mhm.
She deserves to be seen at that level.
Yeah, definitely. And so definitely go donate. And I know you have a big goal for the year.
Yes. So this year we are elevating our peer-to-peer giving fundraiser with some additional ties to it. There's a goal of getting 26 new recurring donors in 2026. We've made strides, but we need the community support to get there.
Yeah.
And, that recurring giving just ensures that we have the funds around to make the best experience with the care packages, to make the best experience with the loss support programs,
Yep.
and see those moms and dads in a meaningful way.
And a reoccurring as a monthly giving, right?
Yes, it's a monthly donation that we hope you don't have any problems thinking about with. That's why we set it up automatically
Yeah.
to be deducted. And, you're giving back to a meaningful cause. It's also a tax deduction for business owners. And whenever you file your taxes, we give you the proper materials to report
And
that.
it can be any amount. So yeah,
Any amount.
go do it.
No dollar amount
No
is too low.
excuse. Yes, there's no excuse. Just go become a recurring donor. It's
You
super
did it.
simple. I did, because I was one of
Appreciate it.
those people who was like, I know I want to give, I need to give. I have a part of my business that gives, and then I was like, I wasn't doing it because it just, it's one of those, another thing to do. So I was
Right.
like, let me just put it on
Right.
reoccurring donation, and then I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Set it
So
and forget it.
yeah, definitely. So that is one of the goals for this year, and I think that's really cool. But you also have a couple other events coming up this year, and
Yes, yes. So not too far from now, we're hosting a silent auction during Stress Awareness Month, which is in April. And it's
Stress Awareness Month starts with April Fool's Day.
how ironic, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, after you've heard all those bad drug jokes and been fooled, you set your mind on relieving some stress. Or maybe it's a stress reliever
Yeah.
to participate in that month.
Okay.
I never put those two
I
together,
mean,
Lydia. Wow.
I didn't know Stress Awareness
Wow.
Month was a thing, to be honest. So, okay.
Yeah, well, it is.
Okay. I will never forget that.
But so it's going to be April 12th through the 25th. That last week of the silent auction culminates the end of Infertility Awareness Week. So it gives us an opportunity to amplify the voices of those who, encounter infertility
Mhm.
and pregnancy loss. And then in May, and you're a part of this community. Thank you for being on it. We are hosting a maternal mental health symposium on the 21st from 11 to 1 at Sesh Co-working, which is very central in Houston, Midtown area. Amazing space led by women-founded owners. And, we'll be there to highlight the issues that we as moms go through including pregnancy loss.
Mhm.
We'll have a panel of experts in the space. And, just a good time to come together as women in business, meet each other, build relationships, and talk through the things that we are dealing with
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis.
And you're looking for participants and sponsors for that.
We are. So, I believe even all the stuff is ready to start promoting that piece. We are looking for sponsors, vendors, everything that speaks to health and wellness in the space of supporting women in this way.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And then you have your big events at the end of the year. A couple big ones.
Yes. So October is our month for Pregnancy and
Yes.
Infant Loss Awareness Month. And so we host two community events, one specifically for families who have experienced pregnancy loss. It's called Wave of Light, and it happens on the second Sunday of every October or annually. And so we've been able to partner with some other organizations in the space, including Women's Hospital, who sponsors the event every year, Bo's Place, and the Harmony Grace Foundation. And those are all, those last two are nonprofits that help women who've experienced pregnancy loss. And so, it's a candlelight visual where we bring people together. We also have vendors in the either pregnancy loss space or therapists,
Mhm.
health and wellness, things that could support moving forward in a meaningful way, so that that community can see there are people here for them,
Yeah.
and they get to connect with other families that have gone through it,
Mhm.
because they don't necessarily know that there is commonality in loss, but there usually is, and it's an opportunity to connect with somebody that sees you in a way that other people just don't get. So that happens the second Sunday of October. And then the third Saturday of October, we're hosting our 4th annual.
Four?
Yes.
Oh, I was going to say third. Wow.
Oh, you know what? No, you're right. It is the 3rd. Okay, so next year is the 4th. Okay, guys? I'm thinking far in advance.
I was like,
Our
man,
3rd annual.
I've missed one.
No, you didn't miss one. You didn't miss one. I was just future dating things. Our 3rd annual 5K and now fun run. We added a
Yeah.
fun run last year for the kids. And so, that's to not only bring out the community of pregnancy loss families, but to also engage runners who enjoy timed racing into what we're doing. And what we've noticed is that there is overlap.
Yeah.
Like when we go out to the run clubs and promote this thing, and I tell my story, it gives that runner the courage to say, hey, that happened to me too. Or, hey, my mom experienced this. And so, we're building and growing community together as we invite people to come and join. Last year, something incredible happened with promoting this race, and we had people coming in from other cities,
Wow.
making their own shirts for their families, acknowledging the loss and, for their family. So it was really neat to see, and we hope to grow that.
That's awesome.
The last 2 years we've had it at the same park, but this year it's going to be at Stewed Park in the Heights. So a little bit of a change up.
Love it.
Yeah,
to me.
it's a nice park that runners are already familiar with, so we're excited.
Very cool. And
Yeah.
all of these things are on the website, or will be if
Yes.
they're not already. But yes, will
Yes.
be throughout the year and years to come if this happens to be a different year that you're watching it.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out. And I think one thing I want to go back to a little bit is, right, you're a nonprofit and you're putting on all these things. And I think some people don't realize that this isn't just necessarily something you're doing for fun. It's a business.
Right. It's in the words.
Yeah.
Not-for-profit business.
And so tell us a little bit about some of the business aspects of growth challenges, or, I mean, when you started it, what did you know about business and how did you have these learning curves? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I came into this as an entrepreneur. I owned a digital marketing firm where I help small businesses and nonprofits through social media, video production, things of that nature, digital marketing tools. So, I approached it with that mindset, but it really hits you in the face when you have to file the paperwork. Like you cannot do this alone. Like if you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, you have to build community to write those names on that paperwork. Otherwise, if it's just names on a paper, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Mhm.
So, um, as we began to move forward with things, it's like, oh my gosh, there's so many things to
Yeah.
keep up with.
Yeah.
And so we started recruiting volunteers to help with some of the administrative things. And now we have about 20 dedicated volunteers that help us in the day-to-day stuff.
Awesome.
And I'm not sure why these people stick around, but I would say they really want to see us win. Like they champion our cause. They celebrate with us when we make strides. And so being transparent and authentic about where you are with this thing helps a lot,
Yeah.
and it helps with the buy-in. But yeah, you can't go into the mindset of a nonprofit without thinking that it's not a business, because
Yeah,
it is.
it
It
is.
needs structure, it needs processes and procedures to run. And, if these admins weren't in place, I couldn't go about doing the work of telling the mission of the story,
The
sharing
outreach,
my
yeah.
story. You and I are part of a networking group that meets every week, and there are other criterias outside of that room that we have to meet. I could not do those things if it were just
Not a
me.
support team. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think you've also built something really cool within a whole bunch of other nonprofits supporting each other. So tell us a little bit about that group.
Yes, yes. So my world started to blend with the for-profit and nonprofits when I started networking with nonprofits. I realized, hey, they are so tied to this mission, they don't care what a flyer looks like.
Yeah.
Or they are just handing off the marketing to another person in admin. And so none of it
Right.
it's not providing the right messaging, the right aesthetic, any of the things that speak to the core of what they do. And so I started to shift and tailor my services to meet their needs. But also another need that I had was, as I know I started talking to other nonprofit leaders, I noticed that we like to share and support each other through resources and what we knew and all of the things. So I began to create a quarterly networking meetup for us to do just that. And so that's involved into, us doing some networking over brunch on Sundays. They're called Sunday socials. And there's a featured presenter opportunity based on a theme and topic that has also become into a panelist session that extends the conversation, and then breakout sessions to apply what you've learned in the space. Um, we actually have one coming up this Sunday, but there will be another one in May.
Okay.
And it just gives nonprofits that safe space to work through things in community.
Yeah.
Because just like with the nonprofit, you cannot build this in siloed.
Yeah.
You won't get far by doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that support.
But I think that's an important business lesson for anybody. It's not just nonprofits. It's finding your kind of tribe of people that you can say, hey, we might be in the same business or a similar business,
Mhm.
but we need to meet on a regular basis and collaborate and share best practices and not be afraid of the scarcity mentality. But hey, we're here to help each other, not to compete against each other.
I always say community over competition.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. And you're right, it does transcend past nonprofits because, there may be somebody that is specialized in a specific way that you aren't,
Mhm.
but you can confidently refer them the business and they can do the same for you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And then I know you do have a couple other podcasts, right? And you have the testimonials or the stories on your page as well. So tell us about those two things as well.
yes, yes. So for missing pieces, we interview those who've encountered the loss and are comfortable enough to share their story in that way. We do that in a video format, strip that audio, and then post it on platforms like Spotify and iTunes. And then we have also secured some interviews with professionals in the space. Um, so they see the other side of how they can be supported and seen in those moments.
Mhm.
And then through Elevate Your Impact, that's the name of my for profit business, I interview the featured presenters with their specialties in their lane and how they give back to the community.
Oh, awesome.
And, we just have conversations like this where we're talking through the nature of whatever topic it is.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I will say that the interviews of people who have been through sharing their story, been through pregnancy loss and sharing their stories, I was a part of them, of
Mhm.
one of them, so you can go find it on the website, but it's very therapeutic.
It is.
It's
Talking through that experience is healing. That's
Yeah.
why the support groups work.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this and maybe you've never had a chance to share it in an open, safe space, or you've shared bits and pieces,
Mhm.
or whatever it is, Jamila's a great person to talk to, and she's
Thank you.
very easy to talk to. So definitely reach out, and I think you can sign up online to be
Yes,
a part of that.
you can. Just
Yeah.
go to the website and express the interest.
Yeah, and again, I think the biggest thing, especially for me, is that I didn't know anybody, maybe one person who had a miscarriage, and then I had mine, and the amount of people who said, "Oh, me too,"
Yes.
and I was like, "How is
It's
nobody talking
always
about this?"
after the fact, Lydia,
Right.
always. And you feel so alone before you finally get the courage to say something.
Yeah.
And it should just not be that way. This conversation should be normalized where you could be talking over dinner and express, hey, this
Yep.
is what happened to me.
Yep.
Here's how I need to be supported.
Yeah, so
We've
I
got a
love that.
long ways to go.
Yes, but you are making definite strides with with the interviews and just the care packages and everything, and I think that's really cool.
Thank you.
What other business challenges have you foreseen or how many years have you been doing this?
For missing
Yeah.
pieces, uh, we were official with paperwork in November 2021.
Okay.
So almost 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in that 5 years, what has been one of the biggest challenges that you've had to overcome?
Wow. Board structure is really important. That was a tough one for
Yeah.
us. So we started as co-founders with women who said, I've been through this. I want to bridge the gap to resources. But that doesn't always translate to action, execution, doing, right? So having those hard conversations with hey, you can't be a part of this anymore. Here's why.
Yeah.
That's totally tough. And then having to start over and rebuild with a new board that you can trust
Mhm.
to do what they said they were going to do,
Yeah.
the is it's a challenge.
Yeah.
So you have to put things in place to make sure that that accountability is there.
For
And
sure.
so, yeah, these are things that you learn as you go, right? But you can't stay lost.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the mission loses.
Yeah.
So
What do you think has been one of the biggest differences between the for-profit and the nonprofit from a business standpoint?
it has been a lot easier to gain and grow community around the nonprofit. Because it's something that everybody, I mean, a lot of people can relate to,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And that's not just for our nonprofit. It's with any cause. You find your community based on life happenings,
Mhm.
right? However, marketing, people usually run from you when they hear the words
Sure.
marketing, unless they, think they have a budget to do it and know that they need the help.
Yeah.
So
That's
it is
true.
it has helped with me building community within my for-profit
Yeah.
through, like, the networking opportunities, which is something that you and others do too.
Yeah.
So they can see, "Hey, these are real humans
Yeah. But I think that
that's really
that's
here for you."
that is a lesson that is screamed all over that I don't think people still grasp is that people aren't buying what you sell, it's the why.
That's
And when
right.
you have a nonprofit, you have a very
Yeah,
strong
it's
why,
so obvious.
right? But
Mhm,
when you have a for-profit, it might not be so strong. Like
mhm.
you have a marketing company, that's what you do, but the
Right.
why is because you want to help other businesses succeed,
Yeah,
right? Or you
yeah.
want to help other nonprofits be heard and be found. And so I think that that's a very interesting lesson for people is whether it's a for-profit or nonprofit is that why really really does have to be
It
what
does.
you're talking about more than the what you're doing.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Anything that we haven't covered yet that you want to cover before we ask our final question?
Dum, dum, dum.
I know, right?
Oh, we talked about events, we talked about our mission. I'm pretty good.
What is the website for people to find you on?
You can find us at missingpiecesupportgroup.org.
Okay, cool. And they can go on, and I know that there's the donate button that's big. I think you should just click it and see what happens. Again, you can
Yes,
choose your amount.
give however you
Yeah,
feel.
yeah, um,
We will take either your time or your money. We are looking for those 26 recurring
yeah,
donors.
yeah. I
So,
definitely want to fill those out. But yeah, all of the events she said are on there. You guys have social media as well that they can follow you on,
yes,
and we'll put all that.
we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, your platform of choice.
Your platform. If she's not on it, let her know. And
Yeah,
add it.
yeah.
But yeah, so definitely go check out the website. Look what resources are available so that even if you've never had it, you've never experienced it or experienced anybody, you don't know anybody, it will happen.
It
I can
will.
guarantee. And so
It
familiarize with
will.
that. Okay, so our final question.
Okay, go for it. Shoot.
Okay.
Shoot your shot.
This is my favorite question. So if there was one thing, whether it could be business related, it could be something different, but if you were to give business owners, professionals one piece of advice that they could do today, they could take action on today, and a year from now they look back and go, wow, that one thing I did made a huge difference in my business over the past year, what would that be?
I think I've kind of touched on it already, and it's building a community around what you do. So, what that looks like is relationship building, having conversations with people that can help you expand your mission and your outreach, and you reciprocating. So,
I think
sign up for it. Huh?
that's the reciprocate. I was going to say, how do you build a community though? Because that's been said a lot, right?
Right.
Build the community, but how?
You have to do those things over and over and over again. It's not just a one-time
Yeah.
occurrence.
Yeah. And it's the it is
And it's
the
for showing up for other people.
yeah, that
Yeah.
it's the I hate to quote it. Sorry, gotta quote me and I, the giver's gain, right?
Yes, Cameron's game.
It
That's
is
exactly
true.
what I was
It's
thinking
being
about.
more interested and invested in other people, and they will be more interested and invested in you, and that's just how you build that relationship.
It is.
It's generally going in curious,
Mhm.
and then they will be curious in return, and you can share those like
Yeah,
and,
you
and
become top of mind for that person
yeah.
because they helped you out.
Yeah, and again, not everybody needs going to be able to support your cause and your mission, and that's fine too. But it's finding those people who are and who want to
Right.
rally behind you. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Did
So
I do good? Did I answer the
yes,
question right?
I think
Okay.
you did.
Sweet.
Yes, and so finding that tribe, that group, that organization, whether it's a networking group, whether it's just people in the community, whatever it is, but it's finding those people who can build the community and rally behind you and help you win. And that doesn't even just mean donating or volunteering. It's just maybe you're having a bad day and you need someone to vent to. You have that community of people that you can call and say, "Hey, I'm
Absolutely.
struggling with this and I need help."
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so
And
important.
that community comes into play too when you need, thought leadership, people to bounce
Yeah.
ideas off of.
Yep.
It's tough to build in isolation. So,
Awesome. Well,
mhm.
thank you so much for being on today.
Well, thank you for inviting
I
me. This was
appreciate it.
fun.
Yes, and we
Yeah.
will make sure everything gets linked and tagged and posted and all that stuff, and so that people can find you. And make sure you guys do go check out the website, especially the events. If you can't attend the events, donate to the events. I think it's super important to do that so that we can continue on. Because again, 1 in 4
It's a lot
people.
of people.
It's a lot of people.
Where do we find you, Lydia?
Here, I'm here. If you found this, you found it, right? No, but we will be posting this all on the Level Up Instagram, so we want you guys to follow that so you can get all the newest, latest clips and bits. And we will be promoting. Jamila's a fun one because she has so many events. We're going to be clipping this up and promoting it throughout the year for each event, so you'll be
Yes.
seeing her all the time.
Yes. Fun
But yes,
times.
please follow us on Instagram. We are on Spotify and YouTube, so you can subscribe there so that you can get all the latest and greatest. But we appreciate you guys for listening. Thanks again for coming,
My pleasure.
and we'll see you guys next week.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.